Recent IndiGo chaos, not just an operational failure, it was failure of planning, frontline protection, and the staff did not design rosters, they did not freeze hiring, they did not delay preparedness, yet they carried the entire public cost. Now, there has been a growing demand for public admission of responsibility, exoneration of frontline employees, transparency on whether regulatory pressure was part of the strategy. And there are many whistleblowers who are saying they knew this was coming and they did nothing about it. Mohandas Pai joins us now, Chairman RN Capital. Mohandas Pai ji, namaste. You've been very vocal about this entire IndiGo fiasco. You've put out letters and complaints that have come on. What is your assessment? Should it stop only with the CEO, or are there others also who should be pulled up? Because all other airlines complied except for IndiGo.
Anand, there are two things that we have to be careful about. One is the DGCA and other is IndiGo. Obviously, there's a management failure of IndiGo. I remember going to Goa from Bangalore on the 27th of November, and my flight was delayed by 1.5 hours because the pilot was not there. He had to come from some other flight. It never happened to me before, flying in IndiGo for 18-20 years. It's the first time such things happen, and I think that is something that is serious. I didn't know all this was going on. Now, obviously, IndiGo management has failed, and that is something that has to be discovered and thought out in the investigation. Now, the bigger question is, what are DGCA doing? Now, this is a very big change and very big transformation of the way people work and run the airline. So, when you have a big transformation move, what do you do as a regulator? You issue a policy, you give them time, and then you say, give me your plan, how you are going to meet it, what are the milestones you're going to have from time to time, and review it every time to make sure on the due date they're all prepared and get the rosters in advance about all the flights. Remember, DGCA gave them the winter schedule maybe 1.5 months ago.
Yeah.
When the winter schedule was there, did they have a review? Did IndiGo tell them that we're all prepared? The rosters have been done. We can comply with that. What happened? Because this is supposed to be done from 1st November. Am I right?
Yes.
Supposed to be 1st November and it blew up in the first week. So there's a failure of the regulators. And this raises an interesting question. Is there regulatory capture? Obviously, the minister feels that he has not been kept in the loop. Has these airlines captured the regulator, DGCA? Do they run the DGCA? Is there something behind the scene that the DGCA themselves were surprised? They did not know. In the first 2-3 days, you saw the response from DGCA. You saw the response from the department. The response was totally inadequate. Only later, when the public pressure happened, you saw all these thousands of people shouting. And
the government and the ministry got involved. Yeah.